Thank you, Mr President, and on behalf of the Labor Party, I join Senator Cormann in expressing our condolences to those who have lost loved ones in these bushfires. And I pay tribute to the emergency personnel, to the volunteers, to all those who have shown such courage in their efforts to protect our fellow Australians. And I join Senator Cormann in urging all in affected areas to listen to warnings and to stay safe. As Mr Albanese made clear, both publicly and in his telephone call to the Prime Minister, Labor stands ready to work with the government and affected communities in any way we can assist. As at a short time ago, up to 60 fires were burning in New South Wales and in excess of 45 in Queensland, an unfathomable 970,000 hectares burnt in New South Wales and further 11,000 in central Queensland alone. Tragically, 3 of our fellow Australians have died. Many have been injured, including firefighters. But behind these numbers are our fellow Australians. Australians facing the most extreme circumstances, the most traumatic circumstances. Australians facing the loss of homes, and worse still, Australians facing the loss of loved ones. And I again pause to express our sympathies to those loved ones of those who have lost their lives, and to wish a speedy and full recovery to all who have been injured. In New South Wales, 150 homes have been destroyed, and in Queensland over a dozen. And most horrifyingly, it appears the worst is yet to come, with deteriorating weather conditions predicted tomorrow. Western Australia and South Australia also facing serious threat. It is a national tragedy and a national emergency. And right now, today, there are families grieving, communities in danger, and courageous Australians fighting these fires. And we're with them and ready to support them in any way we can in this crisis. But I will say this. It is the responsible thing to do when we are through this current crisis to focus on what we have to do to keep Australians safe. When I was Climate Minister, scientists were already warning of longer and more intense fire seasons. Regrettably, these warnings have been proved correct. Individual weather events can't be directly linked, but trends can, and we need a plan to keep Australians safe by dealing with the risk of more extreme weather events. But today we focus on the immediate crisis and those dealing with it, and the rallying of emergency personnel and volunteers, people coming together to support one another. The images we see on our televisions, the stories we hear on our radios, what we see on social media. At a time of trouble in the world, what we have seen in many ways is the best of Australia, the way in which we can come together. So I say to all of those who are impacted by facing the threat of this crisis, to all of those confronting it, I know I speak for all of us in this place, we stand with you. Thank you, Mr President.